Shalom. First and foremost, only of all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh. Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Rakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone. Peace and salutation to the Hakim and to the elect. They are scattered across the four corners of this earth, pushing the truth in faith and all sincerity. I'm the bro Shamala from the GMS Houston Camp, and this lesson is going to be entitled Love Shall Wax Cold. That meaning, as we get closer to the end, you're going to have family members, doing crazy shit to each other, family, period, close friends, people that grew up with one another, you see, people that had so-called, unbreakable bonds. From the time that's coming, they will be broken. You see, because the scriptures, prophesy of these things. You see, yeah, so the lesson really came from me reading this article, about how this woman, did her sister. You see some cruel shit. You see, but, at the end of the day, we understand that it's all judgment and it's all the plans of the Heavenly Father. You see, and forgive me, my voice sounded a little funny. I'm under the weather a little bit. All right, but it's all good. But it says, woman charged with capital murder after killing her sister and dumping her body, the records say. So this woman, she killed her sister. You see, and when you read the article, you don't find out why she did it, which it was some there's some petty shit. So it's like, hey, these people, man, the pressure that the Most High is putting on these people through Esau, Edom, right from you got the gas, the food prices, all of these things, and got these people, in in these crazy spirits, you see, real demonic. All right, that man, they'll flip any moment, any second. All right, but it says a woman accused of killing her sister, who was found shot to death on April 1st in North Houston, is still on the run. Police say Carmen White has been charged with capital murder. It's a lucky for any background noise as well. That she was arrested back on February 8th on a charge of terroristic threat to a family member and possession of a controlled substance. White has warrants out for her arrest for not appearing in court in connection to those charges. On April 1st at about 11:30 a.m., patrol officers with the Houston Police Department responded to an industrial metalwork business in a 3500 block of Cherry Street regarding a burned body found by a witness who notified a railroad employee. Autopsy results identified the body as Cynthia Cervantes, White's sister. Her family told authorities that he noticed White's strange and odd behavior since her sister's death. You see, so it says not only was she shot to death, she burned her body. You see, her own sister, flesh and blood. It says records state that the woman asked her 13-year-old son to help hide her sister's body, and he did because he feared what his mother may do to him. He said he noticed White became paranoid and extremely nervous on April 8th after she insisted on trading her vehicle she bought on March 5th. She claimed the air conditioner was broken. White's gray Chevrolet HHR was spotted on camera footage from Texas Blending and Warehousing on April 1st, investigators said. The family friend was shown images of the vehicle and was able to identify it as White's, pointing out the marks on the vehicle and a yellow dent on the driver's side and rear paper tires. Records indicate a significant amount of blood was detected in the rear cargo area on an envelope found under the front driver's seat. Police are still waiting on the DNA results from the blood recovered from White's car. The friend also told authorities that White had a motive for killing her sister. He said White was mad that Cervantes called the police on her and wanted to get back at her sister. You see, so she called the police on her, you know, for whatever reason. Right? Obviously, this girl ain't right in the head. You see, so 9 out of 10, 10 times out of 10, sister probably had a fucking reason why she called the police on her. You see, but just from the police getting called on you, you gonna shoot your sister and go burn her body. You see, it ain't even that serious. You see, it's his family, right? And then you got, your son trying, helping you hide the body. Right? It said White asked her ex-boyfriend and his girlfriend to help move her sister's body to her trunk, but he declined. Right? Just treating her sister like, is a piece of shit. Right? Telling everybody, man, help me with the body, this and that. Right? But how could you even go express to other people that's close to you that you did it to your sister? Right? That's some grimy stuff right there. It says that's when, according to Ruggers, White asked a 13-year-old son to help. The boy said he reached down and lifted what felt like human legs, so he dropped the legs on the ground. He said his mother became extremely aggressive, and he feared what she may do to him, so he gave in out of fear for his safety. All right, so I mean, a lot of stories are gonna be being told like this on the news, so be prepared for it. All right, a lot of people, a lot of families gonna be turning against each other, doing some cruel, evil things to each other, right? Because we're in some evil times. You see. So let me get Matthew 24. And 12, it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Right, so you gonna have all this shit going on out here. Man, people ain't gonna be caring about each other no more. Right. Whatever type of history y'all had in the past, all the good memories, all the laughs, all the cookouts. See, you might have been babysitting each other's kids. Man, all that's not gonna matter, man. It's gonna be everybody for themselves out here in this world. And it's getting that way because these people are stressing, right? For a lack of money, not having enough money to buy food, not having enough money to put gas in their cars, right? Probably got shitty jobs. You see, so these people are on edge, right? So they got a lot of road rage going on, people dying over that, right? You see, that's why you gotta be careful out here, right? And not even trying to engage. You see, with any of these people, you see, this is the land of the valley of the shadow of death. All right. So, you see, death, is everywhere. All right. It's the evil place. You see, because like I said, family members gonna be turning against each other. Hey, even us, man. Even us being in this truth. All right. When word get out about what you do, what you believe in, right, the message, right, that you prophesying, that you're gonna be looked at in a bad light by family members, and they gonna turn on you. Let's go to Matthew 10 and 34. See Yahushua. Right, it says, think not that I have come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. So the Lord, he ain't coming for peace, right? Or he ain't trying to bring peace, but a sword, right? And he spoke about in Luke, I believe that's 12:49, how that a fire gonna be kindled, right? He basically gonna add unto the fire. So there's gonna be things going on before he come. You see, and he's all the planet of the Most High. Right? But he says, for I come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Right? So you gonna have just family just divided, right, because of the things that's gonna be happening, right? Certain laws getting pushed, people having different opinions. You see, a separation gonna happen, right? Especially with the men of the Lord, right? The elect. You see, the women as well, right? It's gonna be a separation, and a man's foe shall be there of his own household. So don't be surprised. You see, Esau come looking after you. Come looking for you. Hey, they give you up, man. Hey, just don't be surprised at it. Expect that. You see, hey, this is what comes with it. You see, being portrayed. Yahweh Shah was betrayed by Judas. You see, somebody he was close to. Hey, so that's all a lot. That just was gonna have to happen. You got Jeremiah 12:6. It says, "For even thy brethren and the house of thy father, even they have dealt treacherously with thee. Yea, they have caused a multitude after thee. Believe them not, though they speak fair words unto thee." So it says, if even thy brethren and the house of thy father, people that's close to you, right, they will deal treacherously with you. Not saying it's gonna be everybody's situation, but most likely, yeah. See, he said, yeah, they have called a multitude after thee. Yeah, there you go, right there. Yeah, he over here. You see, might be a reward for you. Right? You see, and they just calling the police on you, calling whoever. All right, so they have called a multitude after thee. Right, people that you close with, right, just giving you up. Hey, because it says, for the love of money is the root of all evil. Hey, if it's a price in your head, and people doing bad right here, what you think gonna happen? Right? Ain't no real love out here for us, except for with the brethren, except for with the elect. Like, we the only family. That's why Yahweh Shah said, "These are my mother, my brother, my sister," which I ended off on that. It said, "Believe them not, though they speak fair words unto thee." You see, your mom and your pops, your brothers and your sisters, they might actually love you. You see, but hey, they still give you up. She said, don't get caught up, in all them fair words. Right? Like I said, because a lot of stuff just gonna go out the window. People gonna be so stressed and vexed in the spirit in them times to come. Right? That love is gonna be, a thing that's not in their minds. It's gonna be about survival. This is Matthew 12. And 46, while he had talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. They one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he answered and said unto him, they told him, who is my mother, and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother, and sister, and mother. Right? Because this is true love. We show true love and charity towards one another. Right? And it's truth. You see, something that's opposite of what the world teaches or taught us. You see, we thought we was loving one another properly, but we really wasn't. Right? When you look into, these scriptures, hey, this is a whole different path and how we operate amongst one another. You see, so this is way different than our family in the world. You see, because like the scripture said, our family, most likely will portray us. Scripture say also a prophet, is without honor in his own country, amongst his own kinsmen. She said, he ain't gonna look at you with honor, and fear you. You see, or fear giving you up. They could. Hey, the Most High can have them build the elect. You see, and they can convert in them times. And there's nothing impossible. You see, anybody can convert in them times if they're the elect. All right. But yeah, man, that's a lesson. Oh, this was edifying. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.